Happening today, Governor Cuomo will announce the redrawing of the zones for New York's COVID hotspots, narrowing restrictions to certain blocks instead of whole zip codes after complaints from residents.
CBS 2's Jenna DeAngelis joins us live from Redraw Park, Queens with that story this morning. Hey, Jenna.
Hey, Chris and Mary, that's right. That means relief for some businesses, schools, and religious institutions that have been under tight restrictions for the past 2 weeks. So we'll get a better idea which blocks will remain with those restrictions and where the state will ease up later this morning.
We have total flexibility in these zones.
Governor Cuomo taking a new approach to zoning, moving from zip code to a block-by-block assessment of infection rates as numbers are improving.
As discrete areas get better, you can rewrite the size of the zones. And that's what we're looking at doing now.
That new plan expected today, as announced earlier this week, following a virtual meeting with Jewish leaders who urged the governor many in their community are wearing masks and social distancing.
Please remember that when you see some, pardon me, idiots doing silly things, don't paint this with that brush. We are really beating up on them. We're doing everything in our power to stop these people.
As red zone infection rates are coming down in Queens and Brooklyn, Rockland and Orange counties in the last week, a surge in cases in New Jersey. The president of University Hospital in Newark says the second wave is here.
We expected a second wave to happen in the fall. The question is how bad it gets.
Health officials attribute this spike to social indoor gatherings, not schools or businesses, which Governor Murphy says makes the spread even harder to contain.
These are mostly gatherings that are beyond our ability to effectively regulate or easily enforce compliance.
With cases rising around the country, the tri-state area has now added Arizona and Maryland to its travel advisory list, requiring visitors from 40 states and territories to quarantine for 14 days upon arrival. But even though New Jersey, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania all technically meet New York's threshold for a travel advisory, Governor Cuomo says they're exempt from the list.
There is no practical way to quarantine New York from New Jersey and Connecticut. There are just too many interchanges. It would have a disastrous effect on the economy. To the extent travel among the states or between the states is not essential, it should be avoided.
And visiting family is not considered essential by the state. After a conference call between the governors of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut last night, we're expected to learn more from Governor Cuomo today about travel, along with the changes to zoning specific to here in New York. We're live in Regal Park, Queens. Jenna DeAngelis, CBS 2 News.
Jenna, thank you.